Hello students and welcome to the video lecture series for engineering graphics. In last video lecture we have started with the parallel line development method and we have discussed the problem of cylinder. Now in today's video lecture we will discuss the problem for the prisms. Now what is meant by the prism? So the prism means it is having the two base, one is at the bottom and another is top. So here this is pentagon on the bottom, and again the same pentagon is on the top, and the edges of these two pentagons are joined by means of the rectangle. Okay, so this is called as the pentagonal prism. Okay, now we will take the example. So draw the development of lateral surface of pentagonal prism. So pentagonal prism is our solid with edge of base 40 mm. So the edge is given 40 mm and axis height is 90 mm. It is kept on HP. Okay, so we know that this is vertical plane, here we will get front view, and this is horizontal plane, here we will get the top views. Okay, always the problem will start with HP and it is kept on HP on its base. Okay, with edge of the base parallel to VP. So this condition is given in the problem, so this is very important. We have to, that means we have given the pentagonal prism. So this is, suppose this is pentagon and these are the edges of the pentagon. So 1 2 3 4 and 5, and we have to keep this pentagon in such a way that its edge, so one edge of the pentagon, it must be parallel to VP. Okay, so we have to keep this pentagon something like this, so that one edge of this pentagon, it is parallel to this VP. Okay, so this VP is something is here like this. So this is our vertical plane like this. Okay, so the condition is given, so we have to satisfy that condition. And what is our true shape? So true shape is our pentagon. So we will start first constructing this pentagon. Okay, so the edge, base edge is given, so this is 40. So the reference, okay, so this is 40. Now we have to take, for the pentagon we have to take 108 angle. So this is 90, 100. Okay, so this is 108 here, and okay, 108 here. Okay, so here we have to take this also 40. This is also 40. Okay, now from here now from this two intersection, again take 40 mm distance in compass. From here this is 40 and from here this is 40. Okay, so we'll join this one. Okay, so we have drawn the pentagon. Okay, so in which this included angle is 108. This is 108 and this is 108 degree. Okay, so construct the pentagon using first the side, so that is equal to 40 mm. Take 108 degree angle on both the ends. This is 40, this is 40, and from this again 40 and 40. Okay, so we have put this pentagonal prism something like this. This edge is parallel to VP. Okay, now we know that when we take the pentagonal prism, it is having two base. Okay, similar to the cylinder. So we have to name it twice, because one pentagon is at the bottom and another pentagon is at the top. So we have to give the nomenclature twice. Okay, so nomenclature is, so the nomenclature will start from here. So this is A, B, C, this is D and E. So this ABCD is for the bottom base. So this is ABCD is for bottom base, and 1 2 3 4 5 for the top base. So this is 1 2, 3, this is 4, and this is 5. So we have name it twice. Okay, now transfer the axis height is given 90 mm. So we have to first find out the center of this pentagon. Okay, now how to find out the center of this pentagon? It is very simple. Take any two corners of the pentagon. So suppose if I am taking this corner and this corner, so if I am taking this corner first, okay, so take the opposite side from opposite side related to that corner. So suppose if I am taking E corner, so opposite side is BC. So take the midpoint of this BC, okay, and then join this line. Now this is feint construction, okay, one line, okay. Now take the second corner, suppose D, opposite side is AB, okay. Take the midpoint of this side also, okay. Now join the line from D to the midpoint of the opposite line, okay, feint construction, okay. So if you join these two lines, we'll get intersection and we'll get the center of this pentagon, okay. So this is our center. Suppose we call this as a O, okay. So now from this O, now take the projection. Okay, now what is the height of this pentagon? So pentagonal height is given, it is 90 mm. So this is 90. Okay, so it comes up to here. So this is our center line. So this is our center line, okay. Now transfer the projections. So this is projection A, this is projection E, then this is D, and this is C, okay. Now transfer this projection here. Okay, so this is one. Okay, so this is second projection, this is third projection, this one is fourth projection. One projection is from B also. The center line becomes dark line because the projection of B is coming on this line, okay. So now we have to give the nomenclature also. Now we have seen, now for this bottom pentagon, so in front view it looks like a straight line. So that straight line is here. So that is for, this is A dash, then this is E dash, this is B dash, this is D dash, and this is C dash, okay. So this bottom base, it looks like a straight line, okay, when you see from the top view. Now similarly the top pentagon, so this is 1 dash, okay, then this is 5 dash, then this is 2 dash, this is 4 dash, and this is 3 dash, okay. So we have given the nomenclature. So this is 1 2 3 4 5, that is the top pentagon, and this is A to E, that is for the bottom pentagon. So in front view that pentagon looks like a straight line, okay, and the pentagonal prism looks like a rectangle, okay. So that rectangle we have drawn, the height is 90 mm, okay. So this height is 90, okay, this height is 90 mm, okay. So we have drawn that one, okay. Now this is our first step. We are the first step of the construction. So that means first we have to draw the front view and top view of the pentagonal prism. So we always start with HP. True shape is pentagon because it is a pentagonal prism. So we have started with the pentagon. We have drawn the pentagon, in top view it is true shape is visible, so we have drawn that one. In front view it every prism looks like a rectangle, so it is a rectangle of height 90 mm. Okay, so after constructing this, now we will construct its basic development. Second step is constructing the basic development. So since this is the problem of pentagonal prism, so prism is the development of prism is by the parallel line development. So we have to take the parallel line. Okay, now what is the length of this development? So the length of the development in cylinder we have taken, it is equal to pi d, but now the for pentagon it is how much? If we wrap the paper around this pentagonal prism, okay, and when we open this, so how much length of the development we'll get? We'll get here 5 rectangles. Okay, so when we wrap this paper around this pentagonal prism, so we'll get here 1 2 3 4 5 rectangles, each having the side distance. Okay, so this is 40 40 40 40 and 40. Height is equal to 90. Okay, so 40 by 90, 5 rectangles. Okay, so take the side distance in compass. This is 40. Since it is a pentagon, so mark 5 intersections. So this is 1 2 3 4 and this is 5. Okay, so we have marked here 5 intersections. Okay, so the parallel line from this one, complete first the basic development. So this is first rectangle, this is second rectangle, this is third rectangle, this one is fourth, and this one is 5. Okay, now the nomenclature is this is 1 to 5. So this is 1, this is 2, this is 3, 4, 5, and the last again it is 1. So this is 1. This is A, B, C, D, E, and last one is again A. I have already explained you why we are giving 1A and 1A, because this is 1A and this is also 1A. So when we join this one, so it becomes a single line. Okay, so that's why we'll get the same nomenclature on the two sides. Okay, so this is the basic development for the pentagon. So we have drawn that one. Now the next step is now the cutting plane. So we have completed the two steps. First step is construction of top view and front view. Then the next step, the nomenclature. So since this is a prism, we have to name it twice. So we have given the name twice: A, B, C, D, E, 1 2 3 4 5. The bottom base is pentagon, so 1 2 E. The top line is also, it is a pentagon, so 1 2 5. We have named that one also. Okay, then we have drawn the basic development for pentagon. So it is, when we wrap the paper around this pentagonal prism, we'll get 5 pentagons, because 5 rectangles, because it is a pentagonal prism, so 5 faces. Okay, now these are the two steps. So first step is the front view, top view, and second step is basic development. Now the next step now the cutting plane. Now when it is cut by the AIP, so AIP means it is a cutting plane which cuts our front view. So every time in all the problems I have told you, the cutting plane cuts the front view at 30 degree and bisecting the axis of the prism. So it is bisecting the axis. So bisecting the axis means we have to first take the midpoint of this axis, so it comes at 45. Then I have told you, draw there one horizontal line. So draw there one horizontal line. Okay, and with that horizontal line, now we have to take how much angle? 30 degree. So keep protractor 0 on that horizontal line and then take 30 degree angle. Okay, so this is 30 degree angle we have taken. Now draw the cutting plane. Okay, so the cutting plane is something like this. Okay, so cutting plane is something like this. It is thick at the end. Okay, so it is thick at the end, something like this. Okay, so we have drawn the cutting plane. This is our cutting plane which is inclined. What is this angle? So this angle is 30 degree and it is bisecting the axis. Okay, it is bisecting the axis. Okay, so we have drawn the cutting plane according to the condition that is given. That means we have AIP is given. AIP means it is a plane inclined to HP. So that comes in front view. It cuts the front view at how much angle? 30 degree. And where the second condition is bisecting the axis. So first take the midpoint of axis, draw a horizontal line, take 30 degree angle at that point. Okay, and then draw the cutting plane. Okay, so this is our second step. Okay, so first step is front view, top view, basic development. Second step is now we are drawn the cutting plane. Now the next step is to mark the intersecting points. Okay, now how to mark the intersecting point? This is very important. Now I have already told you, if one edge is cut, okay, so if this is a single edge and this is our cutting plane, so we'll get only one point of intersection. Okay, if beyond this, if you have two edges, one over the other, and if cutting plane intersect this edge, so we'll get here one intersection for this and another intersection for this. So if two edges are there, we'll get two intersections. So this is very simple. One edge, one intersection. If two edges are there, we'll get two intersection. Okay, now we will mark alphabetically. So here this is the first intersection. We will start with A, or you start with 1. So for this one, for A1, this is single edge, so this is one intersection, P1. Now here there is E is there. Okay, so we will skip this E. We will directly go to the B, or you go to the second. So I'm for second, here it is P2. Then I'm directly going to C. This is C, so this is P3. Okay, then after C it is D, single edge, because it is only 1 point. So this is P4. Then after D we have E, so this is single edge only, E, so this is P5. Okay, so P1 on 1, then P2 on 2, P3 on 3, it is a single edge, only 1 point is there. Okay, P4 on 4 and P5 on 5. So we have marked here 5 intersections. Okay, there are only one edges. Okay, here there is one edge, A1. Okay, then here it is B2, single edge, single point, C3, single edge, single point, D4, single edge, single point, E5, single edge, single point. Okay, now the next step is to transfer these intersections. So transfer this P1 on A1. So it P1, okay, so this P1 it goes on A1. So this is P1 here and P1 here. Okay, the now transfer P2. So this P2, so P2 is on what? B2. So here this is P2. Okay, then P3 is on C3. Okay, so P3 goes here. Okay, now P4 is on C4. Okay, so this is P4, and this P5 is on E5. So this is P5. Okay, so we have drawn this, we have transferred the intersections. Okay, now the next step is to join this one. Now in cylinder we have joined this by the core, because it is the core in the cylinder. But now in the pentagon, if you seen here, there are the edges. Okay, here there are the edges. Okay, so when we cut this pentagon, so we'll get here what? We'll got here the edges. Okay, we got the edges here. So you have to join these intersecting points by means of the edges here, not by the core. The core comes only in the cylinder. Okay, so here P, then this is P3, then it comes P4, then it comes P5, then comes P1. Okay, like this. okay, like this. Okay, so this is the development. Okay, so this is the development for this bottom part. The upper part, so this part get removed because of this cutting plane, so this part get removed, so you have to show this upper part of this pentagonal prisms faint in faint construction, while the bottom part is with dark construction. Okay, so and again similarly here, this only this part is dark and the remaining part is faint. Okay, so this is the development for this pentagonal prisms. So I hope you understand this problem. This is similar to the previous problem what we are solved in case of the cylinder. So what, just remember these steps. So what is the first step? So first step is to construct the front view and top view. Okay, so we have constructed the front view and top view. This is our first step. Now since this is a prism, so if prisms and cylinders are there, you have to name it twice. So naming we have to give twice. So A, B, C, D, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So here we have given that one. Okay, so that thing, and whenever there is the problem of prism is there, so front view is a rectangle. Okay, second step is the basic development. Okay, so we have drawn that basic development. Since this is a pentagon, so we have taken side distance in compass. We have marked here 5 rectangles. Why 5? Because it is a pentagon. Okay, after basic development, the third step is the cutting plane. So cutting plane, here the condition is given, it is bisect the axis, so we have taken the midpoint, then we have taken the respective angle 30 degree. Okay, we have drawn the axis, we have drawn the cutting plane, and we have marked the intersecting points. Okay, and then lastly what we have transferred that intersecting points on the day, and we have drawn the development. Okay, so just in 4 steps we can complete the total development problem. Okay, so we will come up with the next the problem, the development of the another solid. So we'll take that problem in the next video lecture. Okay, so thank you very much.